Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy GX. I got Anderson Burris here with me.
Hey, what's up, man?
And Yo from Warrior Sport Battlegrounds.
Yes, sir. What's good with the world?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get started, start putting more content out here. I got my own company, Grill Media. If you need, any websites or logos, you know what I'm saying? The website is at the bottom. You can check that out. And we got Anderson Burris from North Carolina. He's a real dope battler and artist. And I just wanted to get him on here to introduce him to y'all because y'all probably haven't caught on yet. He was just in the URL Crucible. And basically on the side note, this is how I'm networking. Two birds, one stone, content and networking. And if you haven't seen him before, I'll let him tell you about his style, and I'll play his highlight reel from his YouTube page. How would you describe your?
You want to go and tell me about my style?
Yeah.
Yeah, I my battle rap style. I don't know. I like attacking my opponent from a comedic standpoint. I really like roasting people and because in stand-up comedy there's something called roast battles, and I like to try to apply the same method to battle rap, where I find an angle about my opponent that I can make fun of, and I attack that. I don't come at them with I got a bigger gun than you, I have a bigger criminal record than you, I've had sex with your significant other more times than you. I just try to come in and just make the crowd laugh at my opponent, and that's my goal every time. And it worked out so well.
Is there any Paste, Rone influences?
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely. I grew up, watching King of the Dot, and so definitely, I've always loved Paste. I've loved Rone, Sharon. Hall of the Don's another one that I really like. And so they definitely. I mean, the thing is, that there's only so many styles in battle rap. There's probably like 15 styles.
Definitely.
There's 24,000 battle rappers on Verse Tracker. And so, every battle rapper is going to sound like someone. And so I don't get mad at all when people compare me to Rone or Paste or Sharon. Like it's fine. They're really incredibly talented people. And I don't mind the comparison at all. 'Cause, we're all going to sound somewhat similar. No one's completely in their own category.
I know you just got on URL, but you battle elsewhere. How many battles do you have? Where at?
I don't have like an insane amount of battles. I battled a lot on a local league here in Raleigh called AVL. That's where I got my start. And then I moved. I battled on Bullpen in Atlanta, which is John the Don's league. I battled there, and then I battled on GZ, which is like the intro to King of the Dot. I battled there last November, and then Lex Luthor, who is the owner of iBattle in New York, he allowed me to be in the Crucible. He's a scout, and so he picked me as one of his picks. I filmed for iBattle, I got in the Crucible. I didn't audition for it because I didn't think there was any chance I would get picked for it, because my style is not a style the URL gravitates towards. And so Lex, I was supposed to actually, Carter Deems, I don't know if you know who Carter Deems is.
Yeah. He's
Wild
Out. Definitely.
He was originally supposed to be on the Crucible, and he couldn't make it because of his scheduling with filming Wild Out. And so Lex had to find someone else to take his place, and he picked me. And so, I just kind of got in there at the last minute and made it through the first round, and then I battled MVP back in February in Arizona, and that battle just dropped on the app. And so, it's been a wild ride, man. It has been wild, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work with URL.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know Carter Dean had anything to do with the Crucible. That would have been crazy, but
Yeah.
Since you showed up, it's still dope. It's still dope.
Yeah.
And then, well, with the battles that you have had, you brand new, so I haven't had a chance to watch every single one of them. But every one that I've seen of you, you won. Have you lost any battles?
I haven't. No, I have not. I would tell you honestly, 100% if I have. I haven't yet. This last battle was the closest battle I've ever had, though. But according to the app, I won the first and the third round. So technically, I won the battle.
Yeah, you 1-0 on the app.
1-0 on the app. I know it's pretty wild, man. I wasn't.
It sounded like a 30 to me.
Nah, he probably got the second round. He said y'all expecting these toys to lay down just because Andy's coming, which is freaking crazy. And he also said of course he keeps on getting stepped on. He's not even good white, which is another crazy bar. So he definitely he was great. Shout out to MVP. He's very, very talented. But I think I definitely got him in the first and the third. So yeah, it was a great battle.
Yeah, my favorite bar from that battle is the a black man getting played by a white man. That's the Passion of the Christ. That shit was hard.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I think my pizza just showed up. So while I go grab that, I'm about to play the highlight reel.
All right, sounds good.
You think I'm a racist? Screw you. You can cry about it. Boo-hoo. You're just pissed off that I have more black friends than you do. Y'all thinking that this will end violently? Man, I swear it could. I will pull the life out of you. Planned Parenthood. This is going to be a mess. See, he'll try to win with aggression. Maybe offer to fight me. Take some URL gun bars and alter them slightly. Then pretend like he wrote it, which is a stupid thing to do. I mean, that might have worked for John, but that ain't gonna work for you. Nobody this back should wear pants that are this tight. You look like Mario got stuck halfway down the bike. If you're a football player, nobody can stop. I'm sure the girl from the blind side is still trying to adopt you. I should be honored to be on stage with this dude. So you know what? If it's cool, let me get a quick picture of you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. This is for Instagram. I love taking pictures of my food. You ain't step onto a stage. You must have been rattled when your baby mama 3-0'd you in the custody battle. He always acted like the perfect dad. Now he's never there to lead them. You went from being father of the year to father of every other weekend, but he'll be like, nah, man, I buy my son the freshest gear. Really, that's just a plain lie. You only buy your son nice clothes because y'all wear the same size. I mean, tonight, I already was having some relationship problems, which is why he always acts sour. So I slid in on his girl and respected the crap out of him. You made the league, right? You and your homie so proud. Just remember, every bullpen needs rodeo clowns. It must kill your self-esteem every time you get mistaken as that short, fat little brother from That's So Raven. Dog. Y'all know what rhymes with Black University? Shit. Lacking diversity. Homie, I'm not mad at all. I honestly feel bad for y'all. Y'all are a school of almost all black people, and y'all still suck at basketball. You are literally the worst height. If you were just 6 inches taller, then you wouldn't get mocked. And if you were 2 inches shorter, you get a handicap spot. I mean, Manny got robbed. You're practically an elf. People standing in the back think I'm battling myself. It must kill. No. John told me to call the move. I thought it through and thought of you. Because this right here is the only girl I don't get nervous talking to. There is not a chance this dude is going to shoot me. And if he pulled a gun, you think I'm going to run? Absolutely. If I think Mario 64, because every time I step into the picture, I'll be on a different level. But this is the Nerve Arcade. He's gonna mix a bunch of Nintendo crap with Extendo Max. Like I'll draw on screen to send a message, like PictoChat. When my fist goes back, this goes black. I have him get the floor shaking. I'm bringing disco back. Oh, you try to box a cracker like Nabisco snacks, but Wild Boy came to kill. I got my trench coat packed. Oh, I got my trench coat packed. Go home, get your front doors and windows smashed. Some of them Fred's house rocked like the Flintstones pad. I have your VIP section landed 10 rows back. I bring the ruckus like a Wu-Tang intro track. My bars are showing numbers like an infograph, and now I'm making check irrelevant. Venmo app, I mean, dog.
Okay, let me real quickly. Let me go ahead and preface the more intense cancel culture gets, the more and more worried I am about my battle with a guy named Grits. It was the y'all know what rhymes with a Black University. There's a battle of me out there where I was told that this is supposed to be. I went to NC State, and so I was told this is going to be a rap battle where you're supposed to be battling a guy from an HBCU. And so, like, I was told, we want you to diss the HBCU. And so, like, that's what your disses should be about. And so I went into the battle with a lot of insults towards historically Black universities. And the guy I battled didn't insult NC State at all. And so it ended up looking pretty bad for me. And so it's still, I still wouldn't probably change anything. But I haven't seen that in a while, man. And just with the way everything's getting canceled nowadays, if you watch that, I think it was Anderson Burris versus Grits, and it is something that is not probably gonna. It's gonna probably cost me some jobs in the future. Without a doubt. But that's the backstory behind that battle, and I still wouldn't change anything from it. But it does not look good nowadays at all. Yeah.
Well, If you don't get no job, hopefully URL pay you good.
Yeah. Hopefully, man.
Yeah. I did miss some of the highlight reel because I was really checking for the pizza. They called my phone and said that the co-workers and a customer got in a fight and they shut it down.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I got to get my refund.
Wow.
They probably got in an argument over your battle or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Your shit dope though, for real, man. Haymakers on Haymakers in his original.
Thank you.
Yeah, you go in and out of the from humor to serious to humor.
Mm-hmm.
But but it goes smooth. You do it smoothly.
Thank you.
And and I think that's interesting. You was battling at the colleges. So the colleges you were battling at, you didn't attend those colleges, or?
No, I went to NC State, and so like when you see me in the battles with like a massive group of people with like hundreds of people, we have this thing at NC State called the NC State Cypher, and that's something where rappers come all around North Carolina, and we freestyle. This is all pre-COVID, but we freestyle every Monday night at our Free Expression Tunnel, and we have annual annual ciphers. Like every year we have like a really big one. And eventually when I started battle rapping, I had the idea of like, why don't we do like a battle at these massive events where like hundreds of people come out? And so that's where we started. That's where I started to battle in those environments. And it's really cool places to battle because you have a lot of college kids who have never seen battle rap before, and they're just kind of impressed by anything. And so it's a really easy crowd, but if you know how to work it, you can really get a good reaction out of them. And
I watched you versus Shotgun Suge. You was up there cooking them.
And that was a fun one. That was a fun one, man. That was really fun. I can't believe I got to battle Shotgun Suge. That was like my third or fourth battle.
Yeah. Battling at a college. I was wondering, like, what were you taking up at school? Like, what was your major?
I majored in communication, which led to nothing as far as a job. It's a useless major. You learn nothing, and it means nothing to employers. So right now, I'm in film school, learning more about film, which is what I want to get into.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, all my time at NC State was pretty much worthless, except for it allowed me to learn more about battle rapping. But
did you do really good in language arts?
Yeah, I did. I've always had a knack for words and word association.
When did you realize that it was abnormal, like what you did with words, like above average?
It probably started when I very first started rapping. You know, I was on in high school. I was on the basketball team, and kids in the back of the bus were freestyling, and one of them kind of called me out in a little freestyle, and so everyone was like, "Oh man, Anderson got dissed," and so I went in the back, and I just suddenly just words kind of came to me, and I found that rhyming words was very easy to me. It came very natural to me.
Has anybody ever told you that you're the real life version of the guy Body?
Oh, yeah. I did watch that movie, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate to what it. That hit pretty close to home, that movie. But no, yeah. So I've always, and so I just I've always loved rap, and when I found out I was able to rhyme words, I became really obsessed with it, and I started doing music, and then in college I started freestyling all the time with the Cypher, and then when I got invited, I started doing freestyle battle rap tournaments, and I started winning those. And
at the top of the head, like freestyle. Okay. Yeah,
so freestyle stuff. And then I got the chance to do a written battle, and and from there, I just kind of fell in love with it,
So you have rebuttals in your arsenal.
Yeah, I do. I've never really rebutted in any of my battles, just because I hate it when people try to rebuttal and it's trash. I feel like 5 people have the talent to rebuttal. It's like Pat Stay, Hollow the Don, Sharon, and like that's pretty much it. Like everyone else, when they try to do it, it doesn't come off that great. And so I always just try to stick with what I've written. But if you put a beat on and you give me a word, I will be able to freestyle anything. And so that's where I freestyle. I don't really like doing it in written battles much.
Do you know what etymology is?
Yeah.
So when you freestyle off of a word, are you one of the freestylers that just take the word and say the word and then just rap? Or do you break down the words?
Do that. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah.
I'm saying, do you take the word and just go off the word and just rap around the word, or do you break down the word?
I can if I'll take the word and rhyme the word, and then find other rhymes with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny Myers got this guy. The guy does him on Instagram. Tyler, he say he's the best freestyler in the world. He's pretty good, but most of the time he'll just take the word and ride with it. And then, but his freestyle ability is a little bit more fluent than mine, because my mind doesn't let me do easy things. Like if it's easy, my brain just won't let me do that shit. Like, no, that's regular. Why? If I'm gonna be regular, why would I say that? Like, why, you know what I'm saying? So that's my pitfall as far as like what my speed with it. But I can do that all day. I haven't done too many rebuttals in my battles yet. But if I had more time, I know my material is all the way locked in by heart, where I don't even have to think about it before I say it. I could easily, rebuttal whatever, because
that right there is the key that I think a lot of battlers don't understand is that there's different levels of memorization. There's a level of memorization where, if I have no distractions around me, I can get all my material off. But then there's the level of memorization where that I try to get to, where it is you hate your material so much because you've gone over it so many times, and there could be a literal terrorist attack in the building and a gun to your head, and you could still get through everything. And so what I do is I have these Rubik's cubes, and what I'll do when I have everything written, I can do Rubik's cubes, which is not a big flex in the battle rap community, but
you should do one in the battle. About
exactly.
round 3, like you get 2 sides, 1 round, and then the second round another 2 sides.
Yeah, URL's not listing that under my attributes. But what I do is I'll mix up my Rubik's cube, and I'll have to solve it while I'm rehearsing my rounds. And so every round I'll have to be able to solve it before my round is over. And that shows me that I can do a complicated task while rehearsing my round. So I know I have it 1,000% memorized. And that's why I've never choked in any battle. And because every time I just have it so ingrained in my brain. And of course, just by saying this, I'm probably going to choke in my next battle just because I'm sounding cocky right now. But that's what I try to do is really just memorize it to a very unhealthy level.
What's the shortest amount of prep time you have for a 3-round battle?
Oh, for a 3-round battle, it's probably been like it's probably been like a month and a half to 2 months. I haven't done many 3-round battles. Just because it takes, for me personally, it takes a long time for me to write.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Right now, because I'm in the 3rd phase of the Crucible, and our next phase is going to be on April 17th in Orlando, and so we're only given about a month and a half to prepare for this, and it has been a nightmare preparing.
That sounds just right, though. It sounds like just the right amount of time. Yeah,
it is. I think the difficult thing is that it's just coming right off of another battle, and so there's no. I really like to take a break in between battles. I don't know how Danny Myers does it. I don't know how Geechee Gotti does it. How you can just go from battle to battle to battle. It is insane. I just don't have that in me. But this Crucible is definitely testing my battle rap ability.
Yeah, I haven't done any 3-rounders myself yet, but I'm gonna see what it's like. But I've had a battle every month since I started. I just started, but mine's been 1-rounders.
Yeah.
But what takes the longest for you to do with the writing process? The idea, the concept, or the actual bars, or editing?
Yeah, it is definitely the angles. The angles are without the hardest part because, for my last battle, for example, I had an angle about him not really being a Crip, him being a casual fan of the Crips, and casual cripping thing, and that's
killing us this year.
Yeah, exactly. And that takes so long because you have to think of the angle first off, and then you have to work on it, and then you have to end that angle with a haymaker. And it's not that difficult to think of an angle, but it is very difficult to think of an angle where it ends with, because you have to end that angle with making the crowd laugh. And that's what Pat Stay does so well. You can see that when Pat Stay battled Danny Myers, or when Pat Stay battled Averb. I mean, he does it so perfectly, because he'll do the thing with Danny Myers where he's like, you have a bunch of kids, and he'd be like, yeah, you'd be running the streets, twin backpacks, strollers, and one on a leash. He ends it with these big haymakers, and it's one thing to write a haymaker that's just like a big gun bar or something, but it's another to write one that relates to your angle, and it's just very difficult to do that. And that definitely takes the longest out of everything.
With music and battling, either or, who are your influences? Who's dope to you? And when it comes to battle rap, what would be your what battle would you like the most? Either your first or both, your first battle after the Crucible, and the last person at the end game battle. What
Yeah,
battle would it be that you would like to take that feel like you beat the game?
man, that's a really really good question, man. Yeah, after the Crucible, I don't know. I would like to battle. I like battling people that I can already think of angles for, and people that I think I like to battle people that the sentence is this is a mean thing to say, and I'm not a mean person, and I respect anyone who's battles and stuff. But I think Don Marino. I don't know if you know who he is. He's battling with DNA on Double Impact tomorrow night.
Yep.
I think he'd be a fun one to battle after the Crucible. And then I was always mad that Head Ice beat Roan in the King of the Dot championship a few years back.
Yeah.
I would love to battle Head Ice because Head Ice is similar to Shotgun Shug in the sense that I watch them and I look around and I'm like, are we watching the same? He's not good. Like he's not good. I don't know what people are. I don't know if people see in him. And so I would love to battle them. I think that'd be a really fun battle. And so yeah, those would be the two battles I would really like to take. But I mean, dude, anything. Anything.
Head Ice did good against Carter Deems.
He did.
That's why he did good.
He did. I know. He'd probably snap against me, man. I'm probably someone who would be able to pick apart pretty easily, but I think I could pick him apart too. So it'd be a good battle.
Like I don't watch all the Head Ice battles, but when I do, it's sometimes I think he's dope. Sometimes I think he's just, I don't know, grandfathered in sometimes.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that. But when he's on, he's fire. When he's on, like
he is, absolutely, definitely.
Then they're gonna run out of questions. Oh yeah. What type of music do you listen to?
This is gonna surprise you, but I listen to rap a lot. I really like. Oh, sorry. I listen to surprisingly, I listen to rap music a lot, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's breaking up. It's choppy now.
Oh, okay. Geez, I can't do anything about that.
You might want to go out, come back in, or check your Wi-Fi.
Sure, I can do
or
that.
something.
Sure, I can leave and hop right back in. 1 second. I'm gonna do that.
But yeah, why Anderson get his camera and everything together. If y'all ain't heard Above Below 2, my project is on all streaming platforms. Me and Treyard. I'll put my link tree in the description and everything. Y'all can find everything there, the Spotify, the Apple Music, all that. And then we got a music video coming out for Down. He's coming back.
Hey, is this better?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Yo-Yo got a stream coming up. You can check that out. I'll send you the link to that. So that's why he left. But yeah. Yeah, about the music. Oh, hey, but it froze again. Might check 1, 2. Can we hear you?
I have no idea if you can hear me. I can hear you. Let me see. Can you hear me at all?
It's choppy.
All right, here. Let me try to do this on let's see. Can you? All right. So how am I sounding now? Here, let me try 1 second.
All right. All right, yeah, good.
Is this better?
Yep.
All right, cool. Cool.
Saying about the music.
Yeah. What's the question about the music?
What music do you listen to? And what do you want to do with your music? Can you have music too?
Yeah, I do a lot of the music I do is based on mental health stuff. And so I have a video on Facebook that has, I think, 8 million views. It's a response to 13 Reasons Why. It's just about depression. I've battled depression and mental illness my entire life, and so that's the biggest thing that I rap about. And so most of my music that I do is centered around that. I also just have, I also make beats, and so I'll sample stuff. I'll sample stuff in the news and make beats out of it, and then rap over that. And it just
I saw the one where you were rapping over the coughs.
Yeah, where I was sick and I rapped over myself coughing. Yeah, so I'll do that stuff too. I like to just have fun with it, and so whether it's serious rap or just punchlines, I just kind of do whatever I feel like doing. But it's nothing I want to make out of a career. It's just to either raise awareness on mental health or just make people laugh.
It might just be my internet that's doing this. Yo got better internet, so he was probably making the stream stronger. Might check 1, 2.
Can you hear me?
Yo.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can't see you though.
Oh, really? Yeah, but I mean that's that's pretty much as far as my music stuff goes. Yeah, I mean if I'm breaking up, we can wrap up this interview if you need to.
Now it's in and out. So try to tell the people where to find you on social media.
Yeah,
and my last question is if you're working on a project. You go put a project out, a music project?
Yeah, no, I'm not working on any music projects or anything. I'm just doing battles right now, and I'm working on just making as many funny videos as I can. And so the best way to find my stuff is just on Instagram. It's just Anderson Burrus, ANDERSONBURRUS. And that's on everything: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, OnlyFans. Just kidding. But everything, you can find me.
You said OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not that good looking. But yeah, I mean, just that's the best place to find me.
If y'all couldn't hear him, he said Anderson Burrus. Is ANDERSONBURRUS.
Yes, sir.
On YouTube and Instagram, and etc. Oh,
yeah, man.
Now you're back. Now it's good now. But yeah, man, shit, it's good to meet you, bro. And I see you at the top. Basically,
man.
I will see you at the top, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for reaching out.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Ain't no problem. And it's cool to know, because I haven't seen all of your battles, but I only seen you win and you're undefeated. So I knew something was up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how long you can keep that going, man. You think you can make it to the end of 2021 the same way?
Hopefully, man. I'm trying to.